So guys, today I have got a review of my latest mock, and it is another vehicle, guys. So this is the AAT. Now I have made this with my fellow builder and cousin JBrick Studios, who was unfortunately not making Lego himself anymore, but because we are so close together because we're cousins, he does Lego with me now. So as you guys know, I bought the majority, if not all, of his Lego, and I'm in the middle of sorting all that out into the collection. There's an absolute ton of parts, and I'm so glad to be able to have that available to me so that I can now make my MOCs. So with the help of that, we actually managed to finish this project. Now this project has been going for around 4 months, and I stopped when it was about here. There was no guns. It was a cut off about below this line here. So what we did was, when he came for a sleepover recently, we finished this off. I managed to get the top section done. He managed to design the guns. I managed to design this bit. And then we just figured out a design together for the actual guns themselves. They both move up and down just like in the real set. The bottom section up until this second layer here of bricks is the actual Lego design itself, and then the rest of it from the slopes on upwards and outwards, it's all my own design. So we're going to take a closer look at this right now. So I'm going to grab it up here for you guys. As you can see, the bottom there is just like the Lego set, sort of inspired by it, and it comes out by here. Now what I'm especially happy with is actually the actual gun design, but I'm not very happy about this area here because I think it looks too much like the very, very, very old Millennium Falcon, and I'm not too keen on just these two layers here. So I do want to redesign it at some point, but I think the majority of the other parts of the MOC actually make up for it. So one of those points is actually the sloping design here, which was made using the slopes and this very interesting technique to put these here. I did this by simply, if I take these off, raising a bunch of these up here, and just putting these two parts on a few plates, and then simply just placing them in there. And that literally creates that effect. So I'm very, very happy with how that turned out, actually. To create the sloping design without having to use that particular piece that's using the set, which I didn't actually have. So I think it's a very good design there that we managed to come out with. The gun design, I'm also very, very happy with, especially the side guns. I'm very much a fan of the AAT. As you guys probably know, I am a big fan of the Clone Wars series and things like that. So the gun design here I thought was kind of crucial, and I think that we really hit the nail on the head here and brought it home, and I think that really, really works nicely there. So obviously we've got two of those. They can move up and down, and that's completely it for playability. Obviously, for myself, I don't play with Lego in that sense, so I don't like pretend it's shooting or whatever, so it's not really an interest for me, playability of this. Same thing with stud shooters, as you guys know. I am completely against stud shooters, but I think what they should be doing is they should be including both stud shooters and the original guns, so that both kids and the adults or teenagers like me who collect Lego and really care about the looks have got that option. So moving upwards, you've got the sloping designs that I said on the back, and the top gun design, which I can completely take off there whilst breaking the tip of the gun. So it's as simple as just, I wanted to make it more smooth here, smooth transition, because it was very much like gappy around this area. I wasn't too fussed about the back, because I thought it actually looked okay, the back did, but near this front section I wanted it a bit better. So I decided to include this sloping technique to get these parts in, which I'm very, very happy about how that turned out. So the gun design then is sort of the original up to about this point here. Then I had to change it slightly because I didn't have some particular pieces. And then I got to this point where I made the gun and then the top section. Now I was happy with this here and this here, but I wasn't so much happy with the second and third layers here, just because it looks a bit like the old Millennium Falcon, and I'm not too keen on that, so I sort of want to change that in the future. This is sort of Mark 1 of the custom AAT, but in the end I will probably end up changing that. But for now, I think that looks really, really good for a first MOC. This is probably about my third vehicle that I've made, and I think it's probably the best vehicle that I've made. A ski speed I think is very good design, but it's not very sturdy. So in that sense, it's good for me because it's a showpiece. But at the same time, I think this is really good because it is very sturdy. Apart from just this section here, as you might be able to see, it's starting to like break off a bit. But the balance is just there. Like, I mean, if the back bits weren't here, it would literally just topple over. So it's sort of a good thing. So overall, guys, I'm very happy with this MOC. If I was to rate it out of 10. I think I've got another MOC that's coming up soon, which is a vehicle, which is a modification, and if that's the top of the scale, say that's a 10, then I put this at about an 8 or a 9 on my scale. Obviously, on actual MOC scales, this isn't that high, but I'm very happy with the design. If you guys want to know how this is built, then go ahead and smash that subscribe button and hit that like button. This will probably at some point be released as an instruction, but only when we hit a milestone, really. Like the ski speed is coming out very, very soon. I'm still working on that video to get that out. It's kind of difficult too. If you guys wonder about what's happening to Crate right now, I'm trying to just get the parts all together. I'm going to make an order and we're going to carry on that. So that's on hold at the moment. But there's lots of MOCs coming. There's about 2 or 3, I think it's 3 more MOCs coming up in the next few weeks for you guys. I'm taking it slow and steady with the MOCs because right now I've got exams. But after that, in about a week's time, I'm going to have loads of time to be able to shove all of my ideas into my MOCs. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please do smash that like button. Please do also go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't already, guys. For now, that's the end of this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.